A few days after New Year's 2537, nearly 6 years after Jerome-092 and the crew of the Spirit of Fire went into cryosleep, a minor flood outbreak occurred aboard the aforementioned vessel. An imminently rampant Serena, the ship's onboard artificial intelligence, awakened Jerome and Professor Anders to help deal with the threat. Although Jerome encountered some difficulty in working with Serena, he was ultimately able to purge the ship of flood forms. He was then sent back into cryosleep, from which he would not awaken until 2559. When the Spirit of Fire was pulled through slip space to a location above the surface of Forerunner Installation 00, the Ark, Jerome and Red Team were brought out of cryosleep and sent to investigate an encrypted UNSC message emanating from the surface of the installation. Once on the surface, Red Team located the source of the transmission, an abandoned UNSC research outpost. Upon entering it, they found everything in disarray in a very frightened and agitated artificial intelligence named Isabel. Only a few moments later, Jerome and Red Team were introduced to Atriox, the leader of a faction of ex-Covenant forces calling themselves the Banished. Atriox defeated the fire team with ease and left Douglas 042 badly injured and unconscious. Jerome and Alice 130 escaped with Douglas and were able to reach an evac point from which Jerome and Douglas returned to the Spirit of Fire, though Alice stayed on the surface. Jerome brought Isabel to the bridge of the Spirit of Fire to be debriefed by Captain James Cutter, and was thus made privy to the Banished's history and exploits on the Ark. After Cutter declared his resolve to fight the Banished and retake the Ark, Jerome was once again sent to the surface, this time to begin a guerrilla war against the Banished. He was instrumental in assisting Professor Anders in her goal of reaching the Ark's cartographer, a map room detailing various key points of control on the Ark, and he also helped in eliminating the Banished's method of moving troops and supplies via the Ark's portal system. Eventually, Douglas recovered enough to rejoin the fight against the Banished, and Alice linked up with the Spirit of Fire's forces, having gotten a head start in guerrilla warfare. Now gaining battlefield momentum, Red Team helped coordinate efforts to immobilize and board the Banished CAS-class assault carrier, the Enduring Conviction, with intentions to destroy it and thus strike a major blow to the Banished. Jerome once again played a very significant role in this operation, as he was the one to carry the AI Isabel aboard the Enduring Conviction using its gravity lift, and also defend her against Banished troops while she forced the Ark's Sentinel defenses to effectively sever the assault carrier in half. Shortly thereafter, Jerome and Red Team were deployed to the second replacement ring for Alpha Halo, which had been destroyed by the Master Chief in 2552, and had now been reconstructed by the Ark. Professor Anders planned to utilize the Halo ring to return near UNSC-controlled space, with hopes of getting reinforcements. Here, Red Team's presence in the fight against invading Banished forces was again invaluable. Jerome was at hand during the closing battle on the newly constructed Halo ring, where he helped fend off waves of Banished who were encroaching on Anders' worksite. The UNSC forces held strong until Anders was able to eliminate the Banished forces on the ring by enclosing them in a hard light field and jettisoning the ground they were standing on into space. Immediately afterward, Jerome evacuated with the rest of the ground forces and was presumably only able to watch as Anders entered slip space on board the ring, heading for Alpha Halo's original position close to UNSC space. Sometime later, Jerome received the acting title of Commander by Captain Cutter for the purpose of formally establishing his role in UNSC operations on the Ark. Hey, thank you all for watching. It's definitely been fun to make these lore videos, and I definitely plan to make more in the future. I really enjoyed making this one because Jerome is quickly becoming one of my favorite Spartan-IIs. He may even be my favorite Spartan-II, aside from Linda 058 and John 117. It does seem like 343 is kind of grooming Jerome maybe to be the next Master Chief, and that would be really cool to see. So I'll see you guys next time.